Welcome back to the channel, and today we're looking at screwdrivers again because yesterday a new update dropped, and this new update brought us some new parts, especially in the gearing department. Yes, some more fun with gearing. Now, the first thing that they brought in that we're looking at is this 10 axle. 10 axle is awesome. I've been looking for a 10 axle for just that the one digit longer, because if you build V8s, the 9 axle only gave you option on the one side to take out power or or add power or whatever. Now with the 10 you can build 8000 cc V8 motor and can utilize both sides of that block. That's awesome. The other thing is we have three new gears, as you can see here. The first one we'll look at is this worm gear. Now the worm gear, as you can see here, interact with the original three gears, giving us three new ratios, or six when you invert them. Uh, these ratios, as you can see, is pretty slower compared to the original ones we had. We don't know what they are yet. We will work them out a bit later, but for now, this brings up one gripe I have with the game, a big gripe. This took me half an hour to figure out all this, with working out all the other stuff as well. But it took me a considerable amount of time to figure out how to implement worm gears in a usable way, because the game doesn't tell you that at all. It doesn't give you any hints. I can't find anything that tells you this is how the layout works, this is how you tap out power, because if you set it up in any other way, you're not getting power out of it. It's frustrating to try and figure it out, because the game just doesn't tell you this crucial information. This is crucial: how to build it, how to utilize it, what the ratios are. Crucial information the game just doesn't give you. So this brings me to another thing. I wanted to make a video where I reverse engineer all the ratios from a baseline that the game gives you, so that we can figure out all the numbers and things we need to build gearboxes, basically filling in all the blanks that the devs left. But now, with the new gears that we have, it's a perfect time to do that, because we have no idea what these guys' ratios are. Again, nowhere does it tell you, so we have no idea how to use them, what it's going to do for us. So we'll do that, but for now, yeah, interesting. Here's the next one: plate gear. It's the size of a medium, the inside without the teeth, because the teeth here is like on another angle, but it doesn't interact with the worm gear. It's basically a medium gear, but it doesn't want to interact. Missed opportunity in my eyes, but it does, like the worm, interact with the three original gears. And like I said, because it's the same size as the medium, it acts as a medium. So this is 1 to 1, and this is the medium to small, which is the 1 to 5, and that's the medium to large, which is the 1.6. Up here we have a new corner gear. Now this is also, I think, going to be pretty game changing. It acts exactly like the other corner gear, also only interacts with itself. Kind of missed opportunity again, because I feel it should have been able to, like this, interact, but I digress. This also doesn't even act with the worm gear, but anyway, it minimizes that corner gears 2x2x2 to a 1x2x1. So it effectively halves the space. Actually more, that's a 3x3x3. Wow, the original corner gear took up a lot of space. Damn, this is so much more compact. So much more compact. This is going to save a lot of space and unlock so much more balls. I'm very excited to see what people do with these guys, especially those tiny box builders. But now that we've seen the new gearing stuff, the new non-gearing stuff we got was firstly this 2x2x2 or 2x2. Very useful, it's nice. People have asked for it, I think I've asked for it. It's cool, it's got its place. But the one thing I do not understand is this. Just a one block. Literally just a one block. I'm like, why? I can only see it for builders, art stuff and things, not technical. Like that with a normal connector at the back. For me, technically that is a nicer piece than just the one block. I don't understand it. But anyway, people wanted, people got. Awesome. We got our gears. We are super happy, super chuffed. So now that we have it all laid out, we can work out our ratios. So to work out our ratios, we need a baseline, that 1-to-1 ratio. So we're using the 1000cc motor with its, I think it's 5800 RPM, something like that, and the medium race wheel with its 82 centimeter diameter, not radius. That's again not right. But anyway, this is straight shot from the motor to the wheel, giving us 107.4. Boom. We know that already because that's part of our original 9 ratios that we have, and we adding 6 more. Worm gear is the only thing that gives us new ratios. From the worm to the 3, and from the 3 to the worm, giving us 6 new ones, plus the 9 gives us 15 base ratios we have to work with now. 15 base ratios. I think that's enough to do anything. I'm not even gonna work out intermediate ones. I don't even know how many there are. I think 15 is enough. Anything else you can really just, like here with the worms, is perfect for making diffs. Like I've been looking for something to just drop the axle by 1, down by 1, just to lift the motor up a little bit. Like if you drop the axle by 2 to a medium for we don't know that ratio yet, but basically you drop 2 and you can hang a motor underneath that and it won't hit the ground. Like you can see, if you drop it down to 1, the bottom of the motor becomes the same height as the axle. That's good clearance. I think that's good clearance. Same height as the axle, that's perfect. And now you can do that and get a ratio out of it, and it flattens the gear so the wind resistance is less. I'm really looking forward to playing with diffs, worm diffs. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to reverse engineering these ratios to see what we actually have. So we got that 107.4, which is the baseline. Now we're gonna test each one of them. Obviously we can't have multiple outputs. We're gonna test one at a time, but I'm gonna test them, write them down, and make an Excel spreadsheet that I'll link in the description below, so that everyone can have the new ratios. And with that, we have finished finding our ratios. Interesting thing about this, it's very explosive. Like the Planetary has got nothing on the worm gear. Seriously, like in this setup, going from worm to the gears is stepping down. So that is the worm to the small is a 0.25. The worm to the medium is a 0.2. The worm to the large is a 0.13. I didn't even like, when will you use that? But it's the same thing on the other side. Going from the gears into the worm, you have small to worm is a 4, 4.0. That's the small. The medium to worm gear is a 5, and the large, that's an 8. When are you ever gonna use an 8? It's like, yeah, maybe some supersonic cars, because my 1 speed Mach 1 at a ratio of 19, so 2 of them gets there, but I honestly think, I didn't even know. Let's check the weights. Like, they are lighter. The worm, 1 kg, that's pretty nice. The medium, the gear plate, 4 kg compared to the medium, 6. That's already also very nice, even though I think technically they should have been the same. The corner, 2 kg compared to the 4, and a lot less space, and a lot less wind resistance. It's like, the new gears are really, really nice. It's going to be interesting to see what people come up with. But for now, that's just a quick look at the new gears and how they work and their ratios, so that you guys can go out and build some gearboxes. I'll obviously come back and play around with some gearboxes, building some gearboxes with these parts, but for now I just wanted to put this info out there so you guys can have some fun with it as well. So until next time, enjoy.